Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm your host, Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how to market your local business. So local marketing is a little bit of a different beast, and there's a lot of different things that you can do to get started. I'm going to start off with local SEO. Local SEO, there is a lot of good information, a lot of good literature out there. First of all, the Moz blog does a really good job of explaining how you can make local SEO work for you. And there's also another blog. It's called, let me look for it really quick. I think it's David Mim. Let me just double check that. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so it's David, D-A-V-I-D, M as in monsoon, I as in igloo, H as in horse, M as in monsoon. So davidmim.com. He's a world-class local SEO guy. You can check out what he has to say there. But this is basically how, if you're searching for, let's just say, pizza guy or pizza delivery, right? Or pizza store, you're going to show up in the 3-pack when you're Googling. And, generally it's the 3-pack that gets, a lot of the clicks, especially when you're looking for something local. So you definitely want to be showing up there. So the question is, how do you get to show up in the top 3 when it's so competitive? And there's a lot of different factors around getting up there. Links is a factor. Having the right name, address, and phone number is a factor as well. And also it's also a host of other features or variables as well. So you want to make sure you understand those variables when you're doing local SEO for your business. And I know in some cases, I think I heard of a business going from 10 million in revenues to 82 million just because they really understood how to maximize their local SEO.
You can also use a lot of tools out there. One of them is called Moz Local. It used to be called getlisted.org. It was by David Mim and Patrick Sexton, I believe his last name is. And their tool just helps you get listed in all the localized places like Yelp, City Search, etc. If you're not in them, you'll end up losing a ton of revenue. Those sites are so popular when it comes to localized traffic. If you really want good localized traffic, not only do you need to be on those sites like the Yelps of the world, but you need to monitor your profiles, right? So for example, if you're a restaurant, make sure it's thorough, filled out fully. Make sure you have really high quality images of your menus, the food items that you have. Monitor the reviews. Encourage people who are really happy for reviews as well. Not in a biased way that breaks Yelp's rules or anything like that, but more so just really encourages people hey, like us? Feel free to go on Yelp and leave a review. Just having a little sticker, mentioning it when people are leaving the restaurant. Being extra courteous, doing all these little things really helps with reviews. Someone's unhappy, you should be following up with them and try to delight them and make their experience better as well.
Great. And I'm going to jump into a little advertising as well. Facebook is kind of table stakes. You can spend as low as $5 a day to market your local business. So you can geo-target your area and you can run specific deals. So if I'm a restaurant, for example, I might just say, hey, we have this going on tonight. We have happy hour going on tonight. For Tuesday, maybe you start marketing it on Sunday and Monday, and you say, we have happy hour plus Taco Tuesday on Tuesday. So you start marketing it, and you run the ads for $5 a day, and you can drive people actually to your business. For us, for a publicly traded company, recently we were just running local ads for a conference that they were at, and we were just targeting that area, and they actually got a lot of people say, hey, we've been seeing your ads. We just heard about this product through, these local ads. So geo-targeting does in fact work, and you can really control your costs by doing that. You can also run people to a specific offer or a specific coupon just to get them to claim it, just to see how effective it is. And you're probably also wondering, well, how else can I track local ads? You can also make a very specific URL or make use a tool like Pretty Link in WordPress and make a URL just to see if people are coming in through your ads. So yeah, a lot of different ways to do it. Link might be neilpatel.com/Los Angeles, right? If he's marketing a Los Angeles event. So definitely recommend using Facebook and making use of videos and Instagram ads as well.
Every city, right? Assuming you have you're targeting a city or even county, they have localized websites like the Chamber of Commerce. Each county also has sites. Like for example, in Orange County, there's a State Board of Equalization. And that's where you go to get your business license, permits, etc. Orange County, California. Go network with these organizations because they're gladly willing to promote localized businesses. They want more businesses popping up within their cities, their counties. It just helps a localized economy. So when they link to you, sure, it's not really going to help drive more traffic from that link, like people going on the city business site, because no one really visits it, right? Let's be honest. But those links don't hurt because they're authoritative. They're city sites. They may not have a .gov domain name, and that's okay. But those links usually will help you increase your rankings. And the higher up you rank, the better off you are. It's really important with localized rankings. The reason being is most people search localized listings from their phone, and they're not scrolling through 10 or 20 listings. They're typically clicking on the first one, two, or even third result, right? But they usually don't go lower than that.
Right. And just to add on to that too, you want to make sure that you're getting reviews too, because it's the reviews that get people to click. Oftentimes I'm going to speak from my experience, and there's data to support this too, that people are, if I'm looking at a result of, let's say 10, right? 10 results on a search result page, I'm really, sometimes I might just gravitate towards the one that has 5 stars on it, okay? So you want to make sure that you're getting the reviews as well, and reviews are also a factor when it comes to local SEO. I'm going to hop off the local SEO thing for a second and jump back into ads again. Don't forget about Google AdWords too, especially, the ability to have call tracking. You're able to track if, these are working well for you as a business. Call tracking, I think for a lot of local businesses, they're getting a lot of different phone calls. AdWords call tracking is free, but I do recommend using a tool like CallRail. And that's going to allow you the ability to make different phone numbers for different traffic sources that are coming in, and you're able to see what's working, what's not, and going from there. But with Google, you do have the ability to do you could target a very specific area with YouTube advertising or all the other stuff that you have going on, and you can also when you have a very specific a landing page, you can have it become dynamic, right? So basically you can say, get help in Los Angeles, right? If you're running if your keyword's targeting Los Angeles, or it could be like get help in Las Vegas or something like that. So the more targeted you have it, and if you have a local number as well, you're going to get higher conversion rates. Just make sure that you're also taking advantage of Google AdWords as well.
With localized businesses, your website is really important. Don't take that for granted. So one, make sure your website is leveraging the A&P framework. If you notice, search engines are starting to push up A&P results at the top. So if your website is A&P compatible versus not, you're going to have a big boost. So do that. That's a simple thing. The second thing is when you have phone numbers, make them clickable. This is so silly, but a lot of companies take their localized websites and they put the phone number as an image and no one can click it. No one wants to memorize the phone number, type it in manually, and call you. So really make it easy for people, right? The third thing is leads. So make your opt-in boxes really simple on your localized site. And if you have an opt-in box or form fields, don't have too many fields. Why? Because people are on mobile or tablet devices. It's not a desktop. No one wants to fill out 10 or 20 fields. The other thing that you want to do is keep your images, your copy short and to the point. With the images, make sure they're not too big because then it just makes things load quite a bit longer. And with the localized sites, make sure your server is as close to that localized region as possible. You know how people talk about CDN, so then that way it's fast no matter who visits your site anywhere in the world? Well, people are going to be visiting your site from that localized region. So the closer your server is to that localized region, the better off you are. Now, don't worry about having your server in that exact city, but try to have it within that state or within few states away. The last thing you want to do is have your server in India when your website is specialized in Los Angeles, California.
Yep. And I'll also say that for phone calls versus regular leads, for us at least at Single Grain, our regular leads, maybe about 10% are qualified. And if we look at phone calls, 25 to 30% of those are qualified. So phone calls, don't skimp on those. Neil talked about, the importance of making them clickable. A lot of people tend to forget about phone calls, and they think, at least for me, I don't like picking up the phone. But still, a lot of people, phone calls still happen, right? The numbers aren't going to lie. The fact that, 25 to 30% are qualified for us means a lot. What I will cap it off with is, you don't want to forget about the new stuff that's happening around you too. So, Google owns Waze now, but, Waze Local, the ability to advertise on that, that's worth a try. So there's a lot of new stuff that's coming around in the advertising space. Apple's coming out with new app ads as well. So you want to be aware of all the other stuff that's going on and just try it out. I think a lot of you have probably heard about what we're talking about, and you really thought it was kind of whatever. I've been like that too. But once you start trying it and it starts working, that's when you start doubling down on it. So Neil, anything else to add before we hop off?
That's pretty much it from my end.
All right, that's it for this episode of Marketing School. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have more topic ideas. Email us. We're always listening, and we'll see you in tomorrow's episode.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.